Hi guys, it's Miss Susie from the Evergreen Park Public Library, and welcome to another Tasty Tuesday. So today we are going to make some really simple and easy biscuit pineapple upside down cakes. So to do that, you're going to need biscuits, the buttermilk biscuits. You can either make it with the smaller can like this and then double up your biscuits, or you can make it with the larger 12-ounce can, but you want 10 biscuits if it's the 12-ounce can to make 10 of these instead of just 5. But we're going to make 5 today. And what you're going to need other than biscuits is light brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, maraschino cherries, and then you need your pineapple, and obviously I already have my biscuits out. These are 2 biscuits stacked together. This is how they came out of the can, kind of touching, and I just kind of let them sit like that. So to start, I have greased my cupcake tin, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a cherry in the center of each of the 5 tins that we're doing. Three, 4, and 5. So you want it in the center. And then what we're gonna do is take our pineapple, and I wanna put about a tablespoon and maybe a little bit more on top. Now you're probably going to have to replace your cherry with where your pineapple sits so that it sits in the center, because you want it to look like that. Now the reason I'm doing this and not pineapple rings is because the pineapple rings can be a little bit too big, but if you want to use the pineapple rings and just work around that, you can. You can also add a little bit of extra pineapple if it doesn't look like it's filling it right, but I'm using crushed pineapple. So, there's another cherry in the center, and then fill this last 5th one up. Now, if you were to do these with the small biscuits the way they were, you would probably want to use a lot less filling, but I wanted bigger biscuits and more filling, so that's what we're doing. So then what we're going to do is we are going to take spoonful of brown sugar. Just kind of sprinkle it on. Now this is to taste. You'll see that's a big clump. You want to break up the clumps a little bit. So if you like it a little less sweet, you're not going to want to use a lot. That's why I'm not giving exact measurement on this, but I would say it's probably about 2 teaspoons of brown sugar per cake. And you just make sure that you've covered, because you want it to get that nice caramelized flavor. Okay, so once you have your sugar on all of them, you're going to move on to your butter. So I've taken and I've separated my 4 tablespoons into 5 chunks. You put your chunk on for each one. And then you just take your double biscuit and you make sure that it's kind of pinched together, and you lay it over the top. Now, it is 400 degrees in the oven. We preheated the oven to 400. Use whatever your canned biscuit tells you to as your oven temp. In this case, it was 400. And then I'm going to put these in for, see, you want to pinch that together. I'm going to put these in for 15 minutes and then check them. You want your biscuits to be cooked all the way through. So after 15 minutes, it'll probably still have to cook for a few more minutes, but you just want to start checking it so you don't burn your biscuits. So we're going to go put this in the oven, and I will be back to flip it over when they are done. So it was just over 15 minutes in the oven, and I am actually going to say I would argue that was way more butter than necessary. As you can see, it's overflowing. But what we're going to do is we're going to put this on top of it, and then we're going to flip it. So you need to be able to reach in and get to the biscuit pan and flip. Now be careful because some butter might come falling out, which it just did. But let's spread this out. Let's see what they look like. Well, I got 2 out so far. So this is what they're going to end up looking like. I'm gonna grab a plate. So you see they're still really, really hot, but it's going to end up looking like this. So you have this nice doughy biscuit layer that's just like cake, and then your pineapple and your cherry, and they should be delicious. Now the ones that are still in the pan, I'm going to go around with a spoon or a knife to kind of loosen them up and then try and reflip them. But ultimately, this is what you're gonna get. So I hope that you guys enjoy them, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.